we're hosting the Ray Bullock Invite on September 15th. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a big round of applause to our national champion, women's cross-country team. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Saint Ambrose 40-yard line to begin the second quarter. Brendan Lamb on the carry. Brought down by number 5, Michael Robinson. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Hockett's pass falls incomplete. Number 11, Josh Ellman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Number 2, John Thomas on the carry. Brought down by 15, Damarion Hunter. Loss of 6. That brings up 4th and 14. Number 13, Damon Hockett stays in to punt. 37, Nolan Belskis back to return for St. Ambrose. The Hockett punt is fair caught. It'll be 1st and 10 for St. Ambrose on their own 14-yard line. Number 2, Joey Sprinkle on the keeper. Brought down by 32, Jacob Hockett. Gain of 3. Sprinkle is sacked by 96, Jeremiah Mansfield, and 52, Alex Schrock. That loss brings up 3rd down! Number 21, Justin Kelly. first and goal for the Trojans on the Saint Ambrose 9-yard line.
Folks, we apologize for all the technical difficulties tonight. Sometimes you get a couple gremlins
Number 13, Damon
in your gear, and obviously an opportune time to have that happen right here. Dawson Scally just picked off Joey Sprinkle. Taylor's got it goal to go here with 12:11 to go in the first half and leading Saint Ambrose 10-7 here in the season opener. Damon Hockett out for his second series of work after the first two possessions were controlled by his classmate Isaiah Grabowskis. Jet sweep right side, jetting it outside Samuelson, trying to go all the way to the edge, and he gets spun down on the far side of the field by John Gooch, who's made a lot of nice tackles tonight for the Fighting Bees defense.
Forced out of bounds by 30.
It'll be
Gooch.
Third down and goal to go from about the 5.
That brings up third and goal at the 4-yard line.
Taylor ahead 10-7, third and goal from the St. Ambrose 5-yard line. Taylor 2 of 5 on third down conversions here in the first half. Going from left to right, trying to score a touchdown on the right side end zone for the first time tonight. Lamb gets swallowed up in the backfield. He will lose
22,
a yard back to the 6-yard line, and out comes Lucas Schultz for his second field goal attempt of the night. Connected from a 40-yarder to make it 3-0 Taylor back in the first quarter. This one a much more reasonable attempt for about 22 yards away from the left hash mark.
Number 90, Lucas Schultz, to attempt the 22-yard field goal.
And Schultz's kick is up and good, and the Trojans have a 6-point lead with 10:50 left to play here in the second half on the Trojans Sports Network. Kickoff is away, taken in the backfield by A.K. He is wrapped up around the ankles and spun down by the sophomore wide receiver Josh Ellman. And rough starting position here for St. Ambrose, as they've only picked up 2 first downs here in the ball game tonight. And are 0 for 3 on third down. Joey Sprinkle, the freshman, making his first collegiate start, 3 for 6 through the air for 29 yards. Caden King, the leading rusher tonight, with 3 attempts for 21 yards.
First and 10 for St. Ambrose on their own 8-yard line.
He's back there with Sprinkle as St. Ambrose goes from right to left in white. 10:35 left to go here in the second quarter. King, jump cut back to the near side, and he'll be taken down after a gain of maybe a half yard as the drive starts at the 9-yard line.
Brought down by 94, Caleb Ranzaw.
Ranzaw with the stop.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
And quick to the line come the Fighting Bees, who won 2 games a year ago but were super competitive in over half of their 8 losses. Handoff back again to King, slips through a tackle attempt in the backfield of Ho Jun Yoon, one of the 6 Taylor captains.
Caden King on the carry.
And King stops as he just crosses the 10-yard line around the right side for a gain of a couple. It's going to be third down and long from the 11-yard line. Let's call it third down and 8. Maybe 8.5. Then you can get to that 18.5-yard line. 0 for 3 are the Fighting Bees on third down tonight. Taylor trying to force another punt here and have another opportunity to extend their 6-point lead with 9.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Play action pass. Sprinkle wants it all down the right side. Underthrown. Reed Wheeler picks it off on the 40 of St. Ambrose, and now he's trying to take it back to the house. 15-yard line, steps out of bounds at the 10. Second pick by Sprinkle in as many possessions, and the Trojans up 2-0 in the turnover battle tonight. .20 left to go here in the opening half. St. Ambrose does get the ball to start half number 2. But their second turnover has the Trojans trying to make it a 2-score game here on this drive. Damon Hockett back out there. It'll be a 2-man platoon this year for the Trojans at quarterback, with Grabowskis, who had the first 2 drives of the night. 3 here for Hockett, but the last 2 have been from short range thanks to the 2 picks from Scally and now Wheeler. Wanting to throw is Hockett. Wanting to go to the end zone. He might have to tuck himself. Just lobs it out of play over the heads of the cheerleaders. And he'll live to see another down. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the St. Ambrose 11.
Pass falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Taylor moving from left to right in brand new purple jerseys with the gray pants. So going to reset the clock to 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Again, folks, we apologize for the technical difficulties tonight. Sometimes when technology doesn't work, it doesn't work in a big way, and sadly that is what has happened here for us tonight. Man in motion is DRC from the left side. Inside handoff over the right guard is Dylan Scally. He is walled up immediately by Larondo Sepulveda.
Scally on the carry.
And Taylor's going to have it 3rd down and 9 from just outside the 10.
That brings up 3rd down and 9.
DRC and Silas Martin, a receiver and a tight end, exit. Ellis along with Josh Ellman come in here for Taylor. So the Trojans going with a little more speed here on this 3rd down and 9. With the ball resting on the edge of the St. Ambrose 10. Left hash mark snap as the Trojans go from left to right, leading by 6. Option near side. Hockett forced, shortly pitch out to Ellis. Stops, jitterbugs around the 10. He's pushed back hard and around the 8-yard line, and the man that hit him gets right back in his grill. That's the linebacker, Michael Robinson.
Brought down by 5, Michael Robinson.
So for the 3rd time tonight, Lucas Schultz out to attempt a field goal.
That brings up 4th and 7.
2 of 2 tonight. From 40 and 22 yards, this one from the right hash mark will be from 25 yards away. Out of the hold of Evan McMillan, the right foot is up, and it'll be wide to the right, no good. So Schultz misses his first field goal attempt of the season, and the score remains 13-7 in favor of Taylor, with 7:58 left to play here in the first half. It's been a couple of empty possessions here for St. Ambrose as the Fighting Bees try to get their offense back into rhythm after scoring on the second drive of the contest. And if you have anybody that's been texting you or tweeting you or Xing you or posting you, whatever the new name for Twitter is, message you, however, just remind them refresh. Go to the live tab on our YouTube page, Taylor.com/Taylor Athletics, and that is where all of our live games are housed when they are on the air. 1st and 10 from their own 20 comes St. Ambrose, and a new man at quarterback out here for the Fighting Bees. It'll be Tom Casey, the senior 6'2", and a clock issue happening here. They'll have to reset the play clock, it looks like.
It'll be 1st and 10 for St. Ambrose on their own 20-yard line.
Just 2 first downs for the Fighting Bees tonight. They've mustered 56 yards, each team averaging 3.5 yards per play. Ward in motion from slot left to slot right, lines up on the far numbers. Inside handoff, nice little jitterbug move from King, and he makes his way near the 25, gets stopped at the 24. 4-yard pick, and they'll bring up 2nd down, excuse me.
Brought down by 91, Carter Wortman.
So Wortman in on the stop, one of the many used rotating men on that. And a lot of the youth, we'll see a lot of freshmen and sophomores on the Taylor defense tonight. Wortman, one of them there on the D-line. Giving John Pryor a spill right now, playing D-tackle opposite of Jeremiah Mansfield. Another handoff again. King, nice patient moves. He runs through an attempt to tackle. Flying in from the safety position was Ho Jun Yoon. Holding on to him around the waist was Avon Jones. As he and Jacob Hockett, the two leaders of the Taylor defense in the linebacker position. Jeremiah Mansfield came in to help out 44 in purple. And a first down pickup for a gain of 5. It'll be just the third first down hauled in tonight by Saint Ambrose. A pickup of 6 for King, who's been really strong on the ground tonight for the Bees. 7 carries, 5 yards a pop, almost 35 yards on the ground for 6 and White. He's to the left of the quarterback, Casey. Option handoff and another healthy chunk of yards for King right up the middle near the 40. He was stopped a few yards short. Mansfield came and tackled him from behind. Parker Whitby in there for the stop as well, but a 8-yard hookup. It'll be second down and 2 from the St. Ambrose 38 as they're putting together their best drive in some time. Clock winding with 6:24 left to go here in half number 1. St. Ambrose trailing Taylor 13-6. Thanks to a Dylan Scally 1-yard touchdown run and the second field goal of the night by Lucas Schultz. Pistol clapping his hands. Casey. Handoff again. This time it's not King. It's going to be his backup in Nolan Belskis.
37, Nolan Belskis on the carry.
And a stop after a 1 yard, and John Pryor comes back in for this third down and 1.
Gain of 1. And with the 1 yard to go, that brings up third down.
St. Ambrose 0 for 4 on third down tonight. Taylor trying to make him 0 for 5. Clock winds with 5:45 left to go here in the first half. St. Ambrose has not scored in the last handful of possessions as they go from right to left. Casey gets the snap, fakes the handoff, throws right across the middle, high pass, and it's hauled in right on the Trojan head at midfield. And the big man, the tight end Israel Taylor, takes a shot at the leg. He'll have to come out, but a first down hookup as Casey completes it through the air for the second first down passing night for St. Ambrose. As the Bees will tie the game here at 13. Remember, St. Ambrose does get the ball to start half number 2. They go from right to left in white with the navy blue numbers. 4-man front for the Trojans. Casey, handoff again. Belskis, he's hit hard and smacked right back by Reed Wheeler. John Pryor got him initially, and it was Wheeler that came in to finish him off.
Brought down by 42, Reed Wheeler, and 99, John Pryor. Gain of 2.
Less than 5 minutes remain in this opening half. 13-7, the deficit for St. Ambrose with the ball going from right to left. 2 wide to the right, a wing back to the right, and AG wide to the near side. Casey drops straight back. The late blitz has a man open down the middle, and he's got him, and the game's tied at 13 as he finds Yemi Ward, his top offensive man from a year ago. 46-yard hookup, and the game is level at 13. 4:28 left to go in the first half. Casey, the senior, did not get the start tonight, but he threw a beautiful strike right down the middle. A catch and run for Ward, and an extra point away on the Fighting Bees from taking their first lead of the night, or their second lead of the night.
Joe Namio in to attempt the point after 16.
Joe Namio in to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Taylor brings pressure, but not in time as Namio puts it on through, and St. Ambrose takes a 14-13 lead with 4:28 left to go here in the first half on the Trojan Sports Network.
13. Joe Namio lining up the kick for St. Ambrose. 0 Dakota Stockton, and 21
Second lead of the night for Saint Ambrose as they lead 14-13 with 4.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Freshman Reed Messer takes the kickoff out to the numbers near sideline, 20-25, jumps and he's smacked down just shy of the 30, taken out of the air by Jeffrey Spear, the D lineman.
Messer on the return.
And that's where the Trojans will start. First down and 10 as Hockey comes back out for another drive.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Taylor's gotten 2 field goals the last 2 times they've touched the ball. That's been kind of rough. They had 2 picks both within the red zone. They were unable to cash in on either of those with touchdowns, and that's why they trail by 1 right here. Near side hash, chest high snap, Hockett bluffs the handoff, rolls left side, wants to throw, does, trying to get a man, and Thomas, oh, he caught it over the shoulder, and there goes Thomas sprinting into the red zone as he's pulled down by the horse collar from behind, but Thomas threw those hands out at the last possible moment, snatched it in, and a big play for TU has them knocking on the door, taking the lead right back.
Brought down by 33, Jake Strader. Gain of 56.
56 yards down to the St. Ambrose 15, and the Trojans go hurry up out of the pistol. Scally bouncing around the right side. Dillon stopped and spun down after a gain of a couple by Sepulveda.
Rolando Sepulveda.
So Sepulveda on the stop. And Taylor looking to get the lead back. They've got a couple of Schultz field goals, but missed his last attempt. That left the door open, and St. Ambrose capitalized, and they lead by 1. No gain for Dylan Scally as the Trojans look to the near sideline. Look, they might be changing the play here with D. Hockett. Elman wide to the left, 2 wide to the near side. Back to Scally again over the right side. Squirts his way through to the 10. That's a gain of 5. It'll be a 3rd down and medium here for Taylor as they look to pick up the 3rd down and keep the drive going.
35, Rolando Sepulveda.
Trojans just 2 for 7 tonight. Neither team has been good on 3rd down tonight.
St. Ambrose 10-yard line.
So 3rd and 5 from the 10. Elman, the solo wide receiver to the left. Ellis and Sonics into the near side. And the snap from the middle of the field. 2:40 and winding here in quarter number 2. Taylor looking to get the lead back down 14-13 to St. Ambrose. Little lifter here in week 0 for both teams. Ellis the man in motion. Faking the handoff. Hockett over the right side trying to carry a man into the end zone. He's spun down, but not before he gets the first down. Stopped at the 3. 7-yard pick of the sophomore quarterback, and it's a goal-to-go situation for Taylor.
Brought down by 27, George Litkin. Gain of 7.
Litkin on the stop there for St. Ambrose.
And that's good for another Taylor.
It's 2:02 here to go in quarter 2. Hockett trying to move DRC in motion, does. Knee-high snap, Lamb jumps cut left side, and he is just a millimeter short of a touchdown.
Lamb on the carry.
Hockett quickly waving his hands. He wants to go quit and try to catch St. Ambrose napping.
3, Jerry and Dunlap.
Short pickup for Lamb, goal to go for about the 3-millimeter line.
It is 2nd and goal.
Snap from the left hash. St. Ambrose almost jumps, and now Hockett, D. Hockett looks to the near side. Trojans trying to go back in front with their 2nd touchdown of the night. Scally plunged in from 1 yard earlier. Lamb is behind Hockett. 3 to go on the play clock as the tight ends move from left to right. Lamb right up the gut. He spins in, and Taylor's back in front thanks to the 1-yard touchdown run from D. Lamb. Schultz coming on to add the extra point.
1-yard carry by 22, Brendan Lamb.
Lamb and Scally a year ago combined
Number 90, Lucas Schultz.
For over 1,100 yards rushing between those 2 young fellas.
On the hold.
And Taylor is already racked up tonight. 12 first down. Schultz's extra point is up and good. And with a buck 4 to go in the first half, Taylor back in front. They lead 20-14 over St. Ambrose. We're back with the kickoff next on the Trojan Sports Network.
Trojans 20.
It'll be interesting to see what St. Ambrose wants to do here. They've got all 3 timeouts and 1 minute and 4 seconds on the clock, and they do get the ball to start the second half. So there's a good chance that we'll be surprised to see the Fighting Bees hurry it up and try to get a little 2-for-1 situation here. Schultz right foot into it, high end over end kick, sends deepest man back and taking it out. It's going to be AG. Wants to come to the near side, trying to wall him in. Oh, he squirts his way through it. Another strong return for AG. Coming up to smack him first is Landon Gallant. Flag is down right at midfield. And now some pushing and shoving as Gage Holder for Taylor tries to come in there and separate one of his teammates from some of the St. Ambrose guys as they were exchanging pleasantries down below us. 57 seconds left to go here in the first half. Our officiating crew huddles up. Three penalties for 25 yards tonight for the Bees. Taylor has yet to commit a penalty tonight. They also have not turned it over yet as St. Ambrose 0 for 2 with 2 picks thrown this evening. By the smarter Sprinkle, and then after that second pick in, coming in has been the senior Tom Casey. A long meeting going on with our crew tonight.
Return, holding, return team number 82. That penalty be enforced from the spot of the foul. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 4 and number 83 of the return team. This is their first unsportsmanlike ejection. Both will be enforced at the distance of the goal, resulting first down at the 5-yard line.
So you have a hold on Brennan Wilson and then 2 unsportsmanlike penalties. First on AG, the kick return, and then what it sounded like was Terrell Smith. And that's going to move St. Ambrose from their own 36-yard line all the way back to the 5. Or their 35 all the way back to the 5, excuse me. So 3 massive penalties for the Bees. And after the really great return from AG, it's looking like they might just take a knee here, even with the 3 timeouts in 57 seconds. Knowing they get the ball to start the second half, it might be kneel down time here for the Bees as they trail by 6, 20-14, with 57 seconds left to play in the first half.
It'll be 1st and 10 for St. Ambrose on their own 5-yard line.
Casey's back in the gun, his heels resting on the edge of the goal line to our right. Fakes the handoff to King, throws to the far sideline, finding the sun and making the catch will be Israel Taylor. Good to see the big man back out there. He got hit hard on the first down catch earlier in the quarter, back out there now, and shimmies his way out of bounds with 52 seconds left to go in the first half.
Gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9 from the 6 as St. Ambrose goes from right to left and white. 4 down linemen for the Trojans, 2 backers in the nickel look. Knowing St. Ambrose has got to throw it and move quick. Reed Messerly, freshman safety, is out there for TU. Right in the middle trying to play center field. He's a young man that head coach Aaron Mingo said when he gets on the field he might never leave Another inside give to King, trying to gouge the pass look from the Taylor defense. Timeout here for SAU as King's able to shimmy his way near the 15. Stop 2 yards short. There'll be a 3rd down and 2 for St. Ambrose. When we come back from this timeout, 43 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Fighting Bees with the ball. They trail by 6 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Optimum performance.
Optimum Performance Sports is proud to be a partner with the Trojans and the Taylor University community. For more information, please visit OptimumPerformanceSports.com. OPS, we think your limit. With 3 yards to go, it's
Third down and 3 here for St. Ambrose after a couple of nice runs from King. They're struggling to pick up first downs tonight, just one, or third downs tonight. Bees just 1 for 5. So they have 2 timeouts and 45 seconds left, down 6. Held high snap, 3rd straight give to King. Tried to get to the outside. He ran through the initial tackle of Avon Jones, which is something we don't say a lot. But King is stopped by a couple of his Taylor teammates. Messer and Yoon coming in, and Taylor will take the timeout with 38 seconds left in quarter number 2 as they try to get the ball back. And as Braxton Green made a stop around the right side.
Taylor, their second and a half.
They're actually going to give they got the yardage to go for King, so it's a first down for the Fighting Bees with 38 seconds left. Might have been a late chain movement there, but the Trojans take the timeout, leading by 6 with 38 seconds left in quarter 2. Big loss in the play. Mansfield, one of the Trojans, coming forward to make the stop. Team's up there with Caleb Ranzau. First sack for the Trojans here in the quarter. And the clock continues to wind, and St. Ambrose looks like they're just going to let the calf run out.
Loss of 7.
Here's a trail by 6. Not the worst thing in the world, knowing to get the kickoff here in half number 2. 3, 2, and 1. That brings us to the end of the first half here tonight from Turner Stadium. The Trojans lead 20-14 over St. Ambrose, thanks to a couple of touchdowns from Dylan Scally and Brendan Lamb. A couple of Schultz field goals in there as well, as Taylor leads by 6 here at the end of the first half on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH, from our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments, in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria. It's our taste.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments, in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria, it's our taste.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria. It's our taste.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of
second half underway. Taylor kicks it deep and taking this one at the 5 and delaying his return is Jeremiah Crawford. Oh, he squirts through the middle. He steps to an arm tackle. Coming up and knocking him down is Jacob Hockett. But now before Crawford with a healthy return out to the 41-yard line. That's the second or third really strong return by Saint Ambrose here tonight. Again, we apologize for all of those technical issues we had early on. Gremlins got in here, and then they just kind of ate through everything on the inside, almost like a chipmunk that gets inside your house and chews up your computer wires. It's not good for anybody. 20-14, the Saint Ambrose deficit as we start things off here in the third quarter. The Bees, the Fighting Bees to be exact, go from right to left in white with navy blue numbers and letters and that iconic Fighting Bee logo on either side. And a honeycomb stripe down the middle of those helmets.
Please stop the clock.
So the clock stops at 14:15. It's 1st and 10 for St. Ambrose from their own 41, maneuvering from right to left. So when they put it back at 14:45 is the restart time here for SAU at 14:45. And now the Bees get ready to go in the direction of senior quarterback in Tom Casey. Casey did not get the start tonight, but he has been the man operating the switches here in the last handful of drives for the Bees. In the pistol with 3 wide receivers, 2 right, 1 left. Inside handoff to his go-to man in King. And he'll move the pile of white and purple across just to the edge of the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 to the 45. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Stopped by 44, Evan Jones. And
11 carries, over 5 yards a tote tonight for 6 and white.
It is 2nd and 6.
4 down linemen for the Trojans, 3 linebackers, Jones, Jay Hockett, and B. Scott. Casey claps his hands, play action, drops straight back, throws off the back foot into the sun, caught far side and trying to wrestle out of the tackle of Hockett, squirming his way forward is Ward. Jumps out of bounds, far side. That's a 1st down for the Bees, something that they were unable to do a lot of in that first half.
32, Jacob.
3rd catch of the night for Ward for over a knock on the door of 100 yards receiving, 46 yards, one of his 2 touchdowns so far tonight. 7th first down here for SAU as they have started off with a bang here in this third quarter with a nice drive to start as they look to tie the game at 20, then take the lead with an extra point. Setting sun, casting long shadows behind us as Hockett shows blitz from the left side of the formation. And now Casey calls it off. Hockett backs off as well for the Taylor defense. 2 on the play clock and 1. Quick handoff up the middle to King. Runs to the left side. Almost got through the arm tackles of Hockett and Jones. But the 2 big linebackers held on to him, tied him down. It's a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 at the 36 of Taylor.
32, Jacob Hockett. Gain of 8.
Picture perfect start here for the Fighting Bees in their first possession of the third. 2 wide receivers either side, stacked on top of each other. Hockett, the linebacker, comes all the way on the near side to defend, and the flag is thrown.
Flag on the play.
Taylor's Evan Jones clapping his hands. That'll be a false start here on SAU.
False start. Offense. Number 79.
False start on Caden McCombs. And another penalty here against St. Ambrose. They were whistled for 6 penalties in the first half. That's number 7 here in the ball game, and Taylor has yet to commit a penalty here tonight. The Trojans 0 for 2 on touchdowns in the red zone in that first half. And SAU trying to score here in the first drive of the third as they go from right to left, just on the way 2 minutes into the third stanza. 4 wide receivers deployed, 3 right, 1 left. Casey coming to the other side as a man open, over throws, catching and spinning away and knifed down from behind by Jones. But it was AKAG reaching up and picking that away from 3 different Taylor defenders as Reed Wheeler came underneath, tried to get the pick. He was just a hair late, and AG takes it all the way to the 14-yard line. Big pickup here for SAU, 1st and 10 for the red zone. Inside get off the give, counter near side. He's going to go in almost untouched, and the score ties us at 20 as SAU marches right down the field in less than 3 minutes, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead back. Second rushing touchdown of the night for Caden King. He has been a force on the ground for SAU. Joe Namio to add the extra point. Going to kick it through the uprights to our left. Snap is down, a low one that is up and through. First drive of the third quarter, and points have been scored by the Fighting Bees out of Iowa. They regain a 1-point lead at 21-20. We're back with the kickoff next here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Messer back for your Trojans.
Dakota Sonicson, Reed Messer back deep for the Trojans as they get ready for their first possession here of the second half as they trail by 21-20. High short kick coming forward is Messer. He will overrun it, touch it. Sonicson picks it up at the 14. He's going to be hit immediately as Messer's that kickoff was hung in the air. Messer let it land just in front of him, and he almost fumbled it away.
Stopped by 43, Colin Gadella.
Gadella on the stop. As you can hear from our PA announcer, Tanner Huber.
10 for the Trojans on their own.
So that scoring drive for SAU was a 5-play, 59-yard romp. It took 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Isaiah Grabowskis back out to start the third quarter, pitching far side to Ja Thomas. He can really scoot, but not when he gets tripped up before he can break contain. Jerian Dunlap Jr. the one to stop him.
Thomas on the carry. Brought down by 3, Jerian Dunlap.
A short gain on the play for TU. A gain of 1 up to the 14. Taylor moving from left to right here in the third quarter. They trail by 1, 21-20. They've trailed a couple of different times tonight. Option near side. Grabowskis pitching out to Thomas, trying to get outside again. He runs through the arm tackle of the man that stopped him last time, Dunlap, but he's ushered out of bounds by Sepulveda.
Pushed out by 35, Rolando Sepulveda.
Sepulveda, excuse me.
Game of 2. It is 3rd and 7.
Named down the pronunciation guys who apologize for any mispronunciations of Rolando's name tonight. 3rd and 7 for TU. So they're stuck behind the sticks here. Knee-high snap, Grabowskis rolls to his left, protection breaks out, comes back near side, Sonicson calling for it. He's bracketed between 2 guys, now Grabowskis uses his legs, and he got the first down. He shimmied his way across the 25, got to the 29-yard line, a pickup of 13 on 3rd and 7.
Max Gorley. Gain of 13.
Big pickup for the sophomore Grabowskis. 13th first down, picked up by the home side tonight. 23 yards on the ground for Grabowskis, his longest run of the night. Inside handoff, Lamb, able to avoid the man in the backfield before jetting across the 30. Up the middle of the field, got to the 32. A gain of 3 on first down.
By 35, Rolando Sepulveda.
Sepulveda all over the field tonight here for Saint Ambrose. 1st and 10 for the 2nd and 6, for Taylor as they have the ball at their own 33. The wing back right, bad snap, trying to go back and get it is Grabowskis. Protection, he is going to get smacked up high by Michael Robinson. Backup quarterback Hunter Schichter, who's been had to be converted to a slot wide receiver, is on the right side, but before he could even try to make a play on the ball, it was already well past Grabowskis.
3rd down and 15.
Loss of 8 on the play, back to the Taylor 24, and it's a 3rd down and 15. Here for the Trojans on their opening drive in the third quarter. St. Ambrose got the ball first. They went right down the field in 5 plays and scored on a Caden King touchdown. They lead by 1. Handoff Lamb going nowhere fast. He might have gotten one to the 25, and he was hit hard and pushed back immediately by Jace Whiteman.
17, Max Gorley.
And the Trojans will have to punt.
Gain of 2. That brings up 4th down. Number 13, Damon
Not what Taylor wanted to see tonight. Hockett with 2 punts already tonight. He and Grabowskis, those listed as the punters in the 2 deep for the Trojans this year. Big pressure, and Hockett able to ride it out of there. Fair catch made at the 40 by the return man, Nolan Belskis. Taylor unable to answer the touchdown on the first drive of the third by St. Ambrose, and the Bees get it back, trying to extend their lead. They lead by 1, 21-20. With 8:59 left to go in quarter number 3.
Saint Ambrose on their own 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for St. Ambrose from their 40. And it's Casey back at the controls again, here for the Fighting Bees, and he's been really strong tonight for the visitors. 5 of 5 through the air for 98 yards coming off the bench. It's a back to his right, 2 wide to either side, and now he brings Israel Taylor, the tight end, in motion. There's King again on the handoff, slips through 1 tackle of Ja Pryor. He doesn't get away from Jacob Hockett and Bryson Scott. Short gain to the 43. Gain of 3, he'll be 2nd and 7. Taylor had 2 interceptions, one by Dawson Scally and one by Reed Wheeler in the first half. But one resulted in a field goal. The second one resulted in a missed field goal by Schultz. And the Trojans unable to come away with points or touchdowns in the red zone has been a pesky issue tonight for Taylor as Hockett wraps up King. A pickup of 2 to be 3rd and 5. 45-yard line will be the snap.
Gain of 2. And with 5 yards to go, that brings up
2 for 6 is St. Ambrose tonight on 3rd down. Great crowd on hand here tonight. They have been fantastic behind their Trojans. Freshman corner, Jonathan Harris on the near side now comes to play bump and run coverage along with Reese Pinckney on the far side. Right hash mark snap for Casey, dries his hands off the white towel on his belt. Taylor brings a blitz on the right side. Casey pumping. He's hit as he throws a wobbler. Almost making an incredible over-the-shoulder catch is AG with Hockett there on tight defense. Incomplete. And it's a 4th down and a decision for SAU.
That brings up 4th and 5.
And coming in is Tyler Locke to punt here for Spring Arbor. Or St. Ambrose, excuse me.
Tyler Locke in the punt.
See SAU so much during the Crossroads League season. Spring Arbor tattooed on my brain. The Trojans don't see St. Ambrose too much. Team out of the MSFA Midwest, Taylor out of the Mideast. Messer back deep to take the punt. Locke drives a right wobbler to the right side. Takes a Taylor bounce to the 25. It checks up and it's down at the 25-yard line by the coverage man of Colin Gudella. 7:31 left to go here in this 3rd quarter. Taylor gets the ball for the 2nd time tonight here in the 3rd.
Locke's punt is down at the 29-yard line.
And they've got it 1st and 10 at their own 24 is where the Trojans will start.
1st and 10 for the Trojans.
6 plays and then the drive fizzled out for TU. DRC and Elman, the 2 Taylor wide receivers, they're pretty tight to the formation. Thomas a wide out in the backfield along with Grabowskis. Scally the inside handoff. Oh, he squirts his way through and fights his way for extra yardage as he dances across the 30. Stopped at the 32, a pickup of 8, and a wonderful start to drive number 2 of the 3rd.
Gain of 8.
7:15 and winding here in the 3rd. St. Ambrose leads 21-20. Taylor moving from left to right with the sun setting. Thomas in motion. Jet sweep, no. Grabowskis keeps it himself. Goes right up the gut. More than enough yardage as he maneuvers across the 35 to the 37. That's a pick of the 5 on 2nd and 2. The Trojans move the chains on 2 plays.
17 Max Gorley and 0 Jabril McNabb. Gain of 4, fans. That's enough for another Taylor.
6:43 as the clock winds here in the 3rd. Taylor trying to get the lead back. For Four-man front, two on the ground as Grabowskis fakes a jet sweep. Throws a jump ball across the middle once DRC. It was overthrown, tapped in the air, and that ball hung in the air, but no one was there to pick it off in white.
Grabowskis' pass falls incomplete. Number 8, Jack DRC, the intended receiver.
It'll be a 2nd and 10 from the Taylor 37 as Grabowskis tried to show off the arm talent there. DRC, not the tallest receiver, but is super bouncy. 5'10" out of Elkhart, Indiana. One of these strong members of the sophomore class for TU. Quick snap, Grabowskis, option near side, pitching off, and Ellis has got green turf to maneuver. 45-yard line, he'll lunge across the 50, and good enough for the first down. Right at midfield, 13-yard gain for the senior Ellis.
5, Michael Robinson. Gain of 13. Fans, that's good for another Taylor.
Second first down of the drive for the home team. They've picked up 13 of their 16 first downs on the ground. Back to Scally. He'll fire his way up the middle as he worked his way from over the left guard back over the middle. 4-yard pickup to the 46.
Gain of 4.
Now this Taylor offense starting to hum. Here's they've got the ball in SAU territory. Schichtel moving in motion, and somebody jumped as Medlock and Adams walking forward from the Taylor offense. This is on the Bees. It would be their 8th penalty of the night. Taylor has yet to commit a penalty. Offside on Jabril McNabb, and that's the 8th penalty against the Bees tonight. And it will be just a yard short. So make it 2nd down and 1.
Saint Ambrose, 41-yard line.
From the 41. But before all that can happen, our back judge comes in and blows the play dead.
Operator, please set the clock to 5 minutes, 36 seconds.
5:36 is what the clock will be reset to. That's back judge Drew Frawley. Darren Green, our referee tonight. 5:36, Taylor down by 1, 2nd and 1, thanks to the 8th penalty against SAU tonight. Trojans move from left to right with purple jerseys, gray pants. And it's Schichtel, one of the quarterbacks on the roster, got transitioned to the slot receivers a few weeks ago. Comes in motion, runs around Grabowskis, who left the handoff, rolls near side as Isaiah, jukes his way, Terry's tackler simply crosses the 35, got sandwiched with a couple of big fellows for SAU. One of them in there, Demarion Hunter, along with Jabril McNabb. What a first down pickup with the legs of Grabowskis, keeps the drive rolling.
Fans, that gain is enough for another Taylor.
Gain of 7 to the 34. Near hash mark snap as Thomas comes in motion from slot left. Handoff up the middle to Scally. He gets a couple. First man to slow his progress in the backfield was Nolan Obert.
Brought down by 59, Nolan Obert. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
1-yard pickup for TU.
34-yard line.
Grabowskis has done a nice job here on the second drive for Taylor. This is going to be the 8th play of the possession. Still down by 1, but the Trojans eating up a lot of clock, an over 3-minute drive so far. Grabowskis fakes the out to Scally, trying to beat the man on the outside. He couldn't. Nice open field tackle around the left side by George Litgen III.
Grabowskis on the carry. Stopped by 27, George Litgen, and 11.
Loss of 3 back to the 36. And the Trojans behind the chains here on 3rd down and 12.
Loss of 3. 3rd down and 12.
Grabowskis just 1 for 3 through the air tonight for 9 yards. The Trojans are 4 for 10 here on the money down tonight. Bagley in motion to the left side of the formation. Grabowskis takes the pistol snap and rolls near side. Throws, trying to come back to get Sonics, and then he underthrew him by a hair as Dakota had just not come out of the break in enough time to come and get the pass.
Number 0.
3rd and 12. The Trojans keep the offense on the field down 1 with the clock stopped with 3:38 remaining here in the 3rd.
12.
First time that Taylor's going to go for it on 4th down tonight. Now remember, Grabowskis is listed as one of the two punters on the Taylor 2 deep, so he could punt this one here and try to pin SAU inside the 10 or the 5. Play clock's at 13, 12, and now 11 as Grabowskis breaks the huddle. One man wide to the left, that's Elman. Two to the near side, Ellis and Sonicson. Grabowskis sets his feet, throws near side. Oh, going up and getting it high! A first down catch for Dakota Sonicson. Wonderful snag from zero.
Gain of 13. Fans, that's good for another Taylor.
13-yard pickup to the SAU 23. And now Sonicson's got to go to the far side of the field as the snap comes to the near side hash mark. Behind Grabowskis in the pistol is Dylan Scally, who gets the handoff here. Hole was there, then it was swallowed up mightily very quickly. 4 or 5 fighting bees came in to turn away with Michael Robinson, the first one in there to stop his progress.
By a swarm of bees.
Pickup of a deuce to the 21. Taylor sideline trying to roll the offense into the end zone here. Faking the handoff, Grabowskis pitching it out to Thomas Ramos Baba trying to get the edge. He was just cut down before he could get to the 15-yard line, and that might have cut him off from getting a first down, and he got to the 15. He needed the 13. George Litgen, the third, the one to get him there. It'll be a 3rd down and 2 here for Taylor.
Gain of 6. It is 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 from the spring of the Saint Ambrose 15. This is the 13th play of the drive for Taylor as they still trail by 1. Grabowskis inside handoff Scally, and he got enough. By 1 yard, needed 2, got 3.
Brought down by 35.
Another first down pickup for the Trojans, their 5th conversion on 3rd down tonight.
That's good for another Taylor. 1st and 10 on the Saint Ambrose 12-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 12. The Taylor move from left to right here in the 3rd quarter. A minute 45 left in the 3rd stanza. Just 2 possessions for both teams so far. Bad snap, but Scally able to pick it up. Eludes one man in the backfield, toughs his way out to around the 10. We'll call it the 11. So a tough gain of 1 for Dylan Scally. And now that one of the Trojans' top 2 backs is slow to get back up as he got sandwiched between a couple of different Bees defenders. And he is slow to get up as the sports medicine staff comes out to take a look at Dylan Scally. We'll take a break and come back with more here on the Trojan Sports Network. It'll be 2nd and 9. Taylor down by 1 with a minute 28 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Scally able to walk off under his own power. Lamb has come in the Taylor backfield. 2nd down and 9 from the SLU 11. Taylor with the rock down 1. Pistol snap. Grabowskis facing it off to Ream. Cuts it up on the near side. Oh, he is twisted around hard. As one SLU player got him up high and one got him down low.
Number 3, Isaiah Grabowskis on the carry.
And Grabowskis flips the ball, gets helped up by 2 of his offensive linemen. And now the starting quarterback for Taylor is slow to get up as well. Back-to-back plays with first Scally and now Grabowskis that are slow to get back up as Damon Hockett hustles to go get a ball and start getting warm. Not a good look there as Grabowskis got spun between 2 guys, got hit high, and there was a guy low that was around his feet. We'll come back with more. A minute to go here in the 3rd. Taylor 3rd and 7, down 1. Grabowskis tried to walk off under his own power, was unsuccessful in doing so. Now he's held to the sideline and is able to put weight on that leg as Seth Griswold and Jeremiah Mansfield helped him off. Now good to see Griswold walking a little, or excuse me, Grabowskis walking a little bit better. That's a 3rd down and 7 for Taylor. They do not have to get a touchdown to get a first down here. Just need to get to the 2. Here's a snap to Damon Hockett. Rolls left, throws back across his body. End zone. Wanted John Thomas. Tried to thread it through. And the pass falls incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit trying to give Taylor the lead with 45 seconds left to go here in the 3rd.
That brings up 4th down.
Schultz is 2 for 3 tonight on field goal attempts. This one,
number 90, Lucas Schultz, into attempt.
From the right hash mark, going to be a 26-yard attempt. And this one from the right hash mark earlier. High snap, might have been blocked on the way there. Doesn't matter as it goes on through. 42 seconds left to play in quarter number 3. Taylor back in front, 23-21. We're in the season opener for both teams. Kickoff coming up next on the Trojan Sports Network.
Field goal caps off a 12-play drive, eclipsing 6 minutes and 49 seconds.
Schultz drills his 3rd field goal of the night. This one from 26 yards away. AKAG, who's been extremely dynamic tonight in the kick return game, takes another one here from the 5. Near side numbers 10, 15, 20. Angles left, goes back right, cut down at the knees. Reed Messer, one of these talented freshmen, making a play on special teams. And with 37 seconds left in quarter number 3, the Fighting Bees get the Rock back down by 2.
Messer.
1st and 10 for the Bees from their own 25-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10
Just the 3rd time that the Bees have touched the ball here in the 3rd. They scored in the first possession, and then they went 3 and out their second one, and then the Trojans put together an almost 7-minute drive, resulting in the Schultz field goal. 16 play, 67-yard drive for the Trojans that took 6:49, and right when the play was snapped for the Fighting Bees, zeros hit on the play clock. And it's a delay of game on the visitors. Another penalty. That is knocking on double digits for the Bees. Taylor has yet to commit a penalty tonight.
It'll be 1st and 15 for the Fighting Bees on their own 20-yard line.
First and 15, back to the 20. Casey, handoff to King. Wanted to go right. He comes back to his left. So patient. Actually making Michael Robinson.
Number 6, Caden King on the carry.
Well, that was King, excuse me. The bottom of the jersey got ruffled up or rumbled up. Looked like it was going to be 5, and there was King again on another tote. Here for the Bees tonight. He's been their best offensive player, averaging over 5 yards a touch. Yemi Ward does have a case as well. 3 catches for 88 yards for the Bees. A 2-point deficit for the Fighting Bees. 4, 3, and 2 on the 3rd quarter clock. And Casey walks to the far side, and SAU wants to take this one to the 4th. They will be 2nd and 11 from their 24 when we come back from this commercial break. To the 4th quarter we go from Turner Stadium. An exciting one for the season opener, week 0 between Taylor and Saint Ambrose. The Trojans lead 23-21 as we head to the 4th here on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Before the fourth quarter begins, we do want to send our thoughts and prayers. Actually, we'll do this here in a moment. First play of the fourth. St. Ambrose with the ball, trailing by 2 as they go from left to right. 2nd and 11 from their 24. Clapping the hands as Casey bluffs the handoff, drops back on a 3-step drop. Nice pass over the middle, and making the catch again is Yemi Ward, and he outraces everyone and then high-fived his teammate, A.K. Agee, on his way to the end zone. A huge play, 76 yards, and just like that, St. Ambrose is right back in front.
Pass is complete to number 1, Yemi Ward, for a St. Ambrose touchdown.
2 plays and 70-plus yards for St. Ambrose. They go 76 yards in 1 play, 3 catches tonight, 4 catches for Ward, 3 for touchdowns, 164 yards through the air for Ward. And a timeout taken by St. Ambrose as they take their first timeout.
Taylor Athletics would like
before the extra point could come. We had to take this time. We meant to do this before the game, but with our technical issues, we couldn't. We do want to send our thoughts and our prayers and our well wishes to the family of Lisa Wolf. We sadly lost Lisa after a battle with cancer this past spring. Her husband, Greg Wolf, is down on the sidelines right below us. They were married in 2005 in Lima, Ohio. And if you met Lisa, you were lucky. She was an awesome person. Had a quick wit, was fiery, but she cared deeply. She loved Taylor Athletics. She and the boys, Brady, Cooper, and Trevor, came to everything. They were here all the time. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, soccer, volleyball, baseball, softball, you know it. The Wolf kids were here. And they'd watch for a little bit, then they'd go run around and do their thing. But Lisa was an awesome person, and it pains us that she is no longer with us. We send our best to Greg, the boys Brady, Cooper, Trevor, her brothers Ryan, and her grandmother Betty, and her parents as well. As St. Ambrose goes for 2, throw across the end zone, tapped 3 times and deflected out of bounds by Yemi Ward, so the 2-point conversion no good. But it remains a 4-point SAU lead, 27-23.
Yemi Ward, the intended receiver.
One last thing on Lisa, we are dedicating our broadcast to Lisa's memory throughout the rest of the season. Take a break, 9 seconds into the fourth, finding Bees back in front by 4, 27-23. Kickoff back to Taylor coming up next.
Caps off 8.
So a drive that took 46 seconds for SAU, and they have their biggest lead of the night. They're up 27-23. A time their biggest lead back when they led 27, or back when they led 7-3. Messer takes the kickoff at the Taylor 6. Angling to the right, runs into a fighting B, muscles his way across the 21. Finishing off the play for St. Ambrose was Jeffrey Spear.
21, Dante Sibley.
And the Trojans get the ball back, trying to capitalize again. They had a 16-play drive that fizzled out once it got inside the red zone. 3rd or 4th time that has happened to Taylor here tonight.
22-yard line.
Hockett back out to take the snaps here. Remember, it was Grabowskis that got dinged up on the last drive. Does have his helmet on. As Thomas in motion. Play action rolling near side. Hockett tucks the ball, and he is going to get sacked from behind. First one to wrap him up, Jabril McNabb, 0 and white. As Hockett comes a turn to help him up. Loss of the deuce back to the 20.
Brought down by 0, Jabril McNabb. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Big play is the name of the game tonight. St. Ambrose averaging almost 8 yards a snap. Taylor just 4. Faking the handoff, Hockett. Option right side with Thomas. He will pitch it to him late. Thomas far sideline. Tried to get to the first down, and he was shoved out of bounds about 2 yards shy. Got to the 30, a gain of 10 on 2nd and 12. Will be 3rd and 2.
5, Rolando Sepulveda.
Thomas hustles out as Ellman and Ellis in for TU along with Sonicson, who goes wide to the right. Right hash snap for lineman for SLU. Inside gives Scally over the left guard. Tried to get there, and he got one, maybe. To the 31-yard line, and it's going to be 4th and 1 from the Trojan 31. Down 4 with 13:45 and winding here in the 4th.
It is
Trojans going for it. They picked up a 4th down conversion earlier. Can they make it 2 for 2 here and avoid giving the ball in beautiful field position to the Fighting Bees? Ellis, the man in motion right side, stops in the backfield as Taylor looks to the near sideline. 15 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time to make any adjustments that TU would want. Ellis and Sonicson to the right side. Ellman comes in. Slot left. Ellis back in motion again. Scally inside handoff. Tried to find his way through. And he lunged. He's going to be really close in line to gain. The line judge near side. That is J.P. Patterson. And J.P. says it's a first down.
And that's good for another Taylor.
By the hair of Scally's chinny chin chin to the 32. And the Trojans 2 for 2 on 4th down. Chest high snap, Hockett throws a quick comeback far side to Sonicson. Little bubble screen as he works his way out of bounds. Clock stops at the 38. A gain of 6 on 1st and 10.
Dakota Sonicson brought down by 14. Jeremiah Crawford.
Crawford in on the stop. Actually give him 1 more yard up. This is a 38-yard line, excuse me. Hockett's been pretty good through the air tonight. That's his 3rd completion for over 70 yards. Belt high snap, inside handoff, Scally puts those shoulders down. He got 1 to the 40. Let's call it 2 to the 40. So a 3rd down and reasonable. 3rd and 2 for Taylor still on their side of the 50. Down 4. Almost 3 minutes gone here in the 4th.
Gain of 2. It is 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2 for the Trojans as they go from right to left. Snap back to Hockett. Scally again. Picked up a 1st down on a 4th down. And this one he gets 3 across the line to gain and move the chains again for Taylor.
Brought down by 5, Michael Robinson.
Taylor O-lineman slow to get back up. That's left guard Joey Breckel. He's going to link back and stay in. Making a gain of 4 to the 44. Nice pickup there from Scally. He exits and Lamb comes in behind Hockett on the pistol. 3 wide for the Trojans. Play action, Hockett drops back, looks right, throws that way. High throw, too high for DRC. As he couldn't tightrope and haul it in with the left hand. Incomplete.
Number 8, Jack DRC, the intended receiver.
74 yards through the air tonight for Dakota Sonic, for Damon Hockett. John Thomas out. Cyrus Martin in, and Stephen Ellis was ready to exit. It'll be Sonicson the one to check out for TU. Again, Taylor a 2-quarterback system, Hockett and Grabowskis. It was Grabowskis that got the start, but the 2 sophomores. Hockett's gotten the last couple of series ever since Grabowskis got hurt. Nice option near side, Ellis. Green trip to work with 50-45 St. Ambrose. Here comes Ellis. Flag is thrown as he's pushed out of bounds at the 20. A big shove out of play by Jeremiah Crawford. But look at Ellis scamper up the near side. Huge gain into SAU territory. Flag is thrown. We'll see who's it on. It was already after Ellis was home free across the 50 and the 45 of Saint Ambrose. If it's on the Trojans, it'd be the first one on the home team tonight. And it's a hold. They said it was on number 3, but Grabowskis is on the sideline. We'll see where they mark it off at. The flag was thrown at the St. Ambrose 41. So that will take the first down run away from Ellis, but it will make it second and manageable as it's back to the 49, but nowhere near the red zone run that Taylor thought that they just had. That was a 36-yard run that gets wiped away. It ends up being just a 49-yard run. So 36 down to 5 or no. Our umpire, Dylan Rusk, placed the ball down. Head line judge Cole Johnson in from the far sideline trying to get the right yardage here. Big play is the name of the game tonight for St. Ambrose. 32-yard touchdown pass, 46, 14-yard TD run, and a 76-yard pass recently. Second down and 5 from the Taylor 49. Michael Medlock, the fifth-year senior, back to the sophomore. D. Hockett throws in the run. Wide open, caught Elman, first down. Sandwich, and we got them 39 of SAU. First down, Trojans. On a gain of 12.
41, gain of 12. Fans,
10:30 as the clock restarts. The Trojans trying to get the lead back. 10.5 to go in the fourth, down 4. Pistol snap, Hockett, Lamb, jitterbugging and jump stopping and wrapped around the waist and pulled back after no gain. The first man to get to him was Sepulveda.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Taylor's offense just has not been able to match the explosion that we've seen from the Fighting Bees tonight. Hockett with a couple guys in the backfield, fakes to Lamb, option with Thomas, gives off to Ja. Outside the numbers, 40. Ushered out of bounds on a nice tackle by one of the SAU DBs. That was Brian Sorrente.
Thomas on the carry. Pushed out of bounds by 13, Brian Sorrente.
And where did Thomas get to? He got to the 39. That's no gain. Back-to-back, 0-yard plays for the Taylor offense. They're looking at a 3rd and 10. Going from right to left in Fighting Bee territory. Taylor is 6 of 15 on 3rd down tonight. Hockett rolls right side, sets his feet, has the RC on a comeback, underthrown and intercepted. First turnover of the night for Taylor. It's picked off by George Litgen III. And the first turnover of the night could be costly for TU as the SAU offense starting to hum. They get the rock back, leading by 4 with 9:37 left to play. Taylor picked off 2 SAU passes in the first half. They have not been able to get a turnover here since halftime. The start tonight was Joey Sprinkle, the backup freshman quarterback, but it has been all Tom Casey since, and he has been electric. Leading this SAU offense, they're trying to build on their game-high tying 4-point lead. Give off to King, good idea. Around the left edge, hit by a wall of purple. First one to get him hard was Jeremiah Mansfield.
Number 6, Caden King.
Across the 35 to the 36, a pick of the 3.
96, Jeremiah Mansfield. Gain of 3.
King and Ward, the two-headed monster tonight, is now King knocking on the door of 100 yards rushing here in the season opener. 17 totes for 88 yards. That is over 5 yards a touch. 4 down linemen for Taylor. They bring a blitz from the right side. It's picked up as Casey fires off his back foot. High arcing pass right side. And almost coming back and hauling another catch in for the Fighting Bees tonight was A.K.A.G. Reese Pigney there to defend it away. And it's going to be a 3rd down and 7 here for the Fighting Bee offense, leading by 4.
The intended receiver. Pass broken up by number 4, Reese Pigney. with 7 yards.
First incompletion of the night for Tom Casey. The trumpet of Narcos starts to play out again here at Turner Stadium. Packed homestands down behind us tonight, trying to get behind their Taylor defense. Spring Arbor has not been good on third down tonight, just a couple of pickups. Casey claps his hands, a little bubble screen outside to King. His first reception, flag is thrown on the opposite side of the field. King's going to be short by a couple of yards, make it one. But this penalty is probably going to ruin the fun here for SOU.
Brought down by 44, Avon Jones.
I think that incompletion the last time by Casey was his second. 9 penalties for 70 yards against the Bees tonight. Message being relayed by Nick Pernozzo, the field judge, to head coach Aaron Mingo. And it's going to be a face mask on Ja Pryor. So the second penalty against the Trojans gives an automatic first down to SAU after they had come up a yard short of picking up the attempt on third down. The new line of scrimmage is the 46. So a 10-yard penalty. Second penalty, both have been 10 yards against Taylor here tonight. And the Trojans get another turnover after the Hockett interception, with SAU still leading by 4. Taylor won a tight one the last time these teams met 5 years ago. SAU trying to extend their 4-point lead here, matching their biggest advantage of the night. Pistol snap, handoff to King around the left side. Good blocking, but he didn't get Hockett, and he trips him up after a gain of 2.
6, Caden King on the carry. Brought down by 32, Jacob Hockett.
Pickup of 1 to the SAU 47. King has been a big-time player tonight. 18 carries and still over 5 yards a rush. Yemi Ward, though, 4 catches, 164 yards. His most recent score, 76 yards to the house, has put SAU back in front, 27-23. Sun setting in Upland, Indiana tonight. Tight end set left, 3 wide, 1 left, 2 right for Casey. Claps his hands, standing with it. Taylor almost hit him and King. He gave it away right before he got smacked. And King works his way into Taylor territory, stopped at the 46.
Brought down by 44, Avon Jones, and 95, Tyler.
Pickup of 8. It'll be a third down and short for
gain of 7.
The Saint Ambrose offense.
2 yards to go. It's third down.
He's 3rd and 8 tonight. 3 for 8 tonight on the money down. Well, this picks up a first down thanks to a Taylor face mask on the third down earlier. As Casey runs the play clock down to single digits, 6-5 and now 4. Tries his hands on the white towel on the front of his boat loop. Hand off to King, and King twists his way across and just gets the line to gain by a hair, or does he? Well, the line judge and the headline judge both coming from the near sideline. They are right there. And it will be just enough for the first down after Messer stopped him.
Gain of 2.
2 yards on the third and short.
For Saint Ambrose, first down.
First down for the Bees.
First and 10 on the Trojan 49-yard line.
And that's a big one with 6:40 and counting here in the 4th. And Saint Ambrose ahead by 4. In a tightly contested game between these two teams out of the MSFA, Taylor out of the Mideast, and Saint Ambrose out of the Midwest. They brought a good crowd with them here from Iowa tonight. Taking the handoff, Casey rolls around the left side, cut down by Messer, but he already got into Taylor territory to the 38, a gain of 8. A nice pickup there from Casey. Actually make it a gain of 6, excuse me.
Brought down by 21, Reed Messer. Gain of 6. It is 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 from the Taylor 36-yard line. St. Ambrose moves from left to right. White jerseys, white pants, navy blue numbers and stripes on the side of those pantalones, with the navy blue fighting B on either side of the helmet. Casey keeps a backup running back set to his left as he's in the gun. Four-man rush for Taylor. Gives off to that new man who works his way up the middle, and it'll be close to a first down. Be a yard short.
26, Jeffrey
Pickup of 3.
Brought down by 32, Jacob Hockett, and 44,
Trying to see who the
Jones.
backup back was. It was Jeffrey Elms coming in. First time we've seen Elms tonight. Two third-down pickups, one by a penalty, one on their own doing tonight. As David Worlds in a cornerback on the near side. Giving Jonathan Harris a breather. 3rd and 1 from the 35. Casey takes it himself, and he's going nowhere fast as Braxton Green stopped him for a big loss on 3rd down and 1.
18, Tom Casey on the carry.
Lost a yard to the 36, and now it's 4th down, and the Bees have a decision to make. The Bees have not gone for it on 4th down tonight until right now. It's 4th and 2 from the Taylor 36. We're under 4.5 minutes to go in regulation. Saint Ambrose has got a 4-point lead. The stands are rumbling as the Taylor fans down below us shuffle their feet. High snap to Casey. Protection breaks down. Jump ball near side. Going back and making a wonderful catch. Oh, he dropped it! Dropping the catch. It's incomplete. It would have been the 4th touchdown of the night as A.J. Agee had beaten Ho Jun Yoon, but the captain held on for dear life and ripped it clean free. Turnover on downs as Yoon saves a what would have been a crippling touchdown catch for SAU. Agee went up, he had Yoon beat, but Yoon held on to that left arm and he pried the ball free.
6-yard line.
And now with 4:09 to go in the 4th, Taylor gets the ball back in their own 36, down by 4. Hockett to lead the Taylor offense. Sonicson wide to the right. Thomas is a wing back, or actually is back in the backfield. Behind the tight end on the left, that's Silas Martin. Dylan Scally behind D. Hockett. Option right side, pitch to Thomas, who can really fly. Big block back, there goes John Thomas up the right side. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and to the near side to the 25, 20, 15. Goodbye, John Thomas, and the Trojans back in front with an electrifying run from 2 in purple. A 64-yard run for Thomas, who had reservations for 6. Schultz to add the extra point to make it a 3-point Taylor lead. It's up, it's through, and it's good. And with 3:54 to go, in 2 quick blinks of the eyes, the Trojans are back in front thanks to Ho Jun Yoon and Ja Thomas. Kickoff next with Taylor up by 3.
Thomas Perry culminates the entirety of the one-play 64-yard drive.
Eclipsing 15 seconds.
One play to the house. Ja Thomas had a huge touchdown run last year at Indiana Wesleyan, and here he comes through and drives a big play here. 3:54 left to go in the 4th. Taylor back in front by 3. Schultz tees it up. He'll go short kick right side, and a little miscommunication taken by one of the upbacks. And the big fellow rumbles far side. Gallant ushers him out of bounds along with Braxton Ream. But Green tackled him out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty on the Trojans. They were clean up until this quarter, but two penalties in the fourth have really hurt the Trojans here. The big man, Graylin Lindsay III, got that short kick as Taylor did everything they could to keep it away from A.K. Agee. Taylor trying to say that
it'll be 1st and 10 for the Fighting Bees on their own.
That Lindsay had signaled for the fair catch. We saw that right hand maybe go up a little bit. It didn't look like it was enough to signify the fair catch. And they picked the penalty flag up? It looks like they have. So the Trojans avoid, nope, there it is. And they will march this thing off and put this line of scrimmage right on the doorstep of midfield at the 48. The original line of scrimmage was going to be the 33, but the 15-yard unsportsmanlike marks it off. And great field position here for the Bees. Down 3 with 3:50 left to play here in the fourth for the season opening game here in week 0. Casey brings Agee in motion from slot left to slot right. Taylor rushes 4 from the left half snap. Taking the hand off, Casey throws across the middle, and it's broken up nicely by Reed Wheeler. Telegraphing it the whole way was Casey's. He was going for the big man. Taylor across the middle.
Broken up by 42.
Wheeler with an interception earlier tonight comes through the pass breakup here. Clock stops at 3:45 to go in the fourth. Casey quickly in the line, keeps King to his left. The tight end Taylor's offset left, 3 wide. 4 linemen, Taylor bringing the late blitz with here near side. SAU picks it up. Casey going for it all down the far side. Ward cuts in, gets it, runs through a tackle, and dives into the end zone as he beat Peaky up the far side. A 52-yard touchdown, and that puts Ward over 200 yards receiving tonight on just 5 catches and his 4th touchdown. Yemi Ward has been a problem for Taylor tonight. 5 catches, 216 yards through the air, an average of 43 yards a catch, and 4 scores. He's at 100 yards on just 2 of his touchdowns, 76 and now 52. And the extra point is up to Turner's Plaza. And back to a 4-point lead goes Saint Ambrose with 3:38 left to go here. So Taylor scores on 1 play. St. Ambrose says we'll score on 2. And the Bees back in front by 4. Taylor with all 3 timeouts, down 34-30. Tight one going down the line here in the fourth. 3 minutes, 38 seconds left to play here in quarter number 4. An exciting week 0 game between Taylor and St. Ambrose. The Trojans led at halftime 20-14, but has been big plays for SAU all night as they have gashed the Trojans here on those big scoring plays. Messer bobbled it, got it back all the way to the 15-20. Outside the numbers, he's got some room to work to the 30-35, keeps his feet moving. And Messer in his first collegiate football game has been really impressive tonight. A big return out to the Taylor 35. That's where the Trojans get it back down 4 with 3:32 left to go in this one.
Pounds on the Trojan 35-yard line.
A return of about 30 yards there for Messer. He was one of these guys that Taylor head coach Aaron Mingo, along with J.J. Payne, has been dealing with a lower body injury. Payne, a very talented wide receiver from Northern Indiana. He said those 2 guys, if they get on the field a lot, they might never leave. Hockett, the quarterback, knee-high snap. Option near side, defended well by St. Ambrose. Hockett tucks it himself. He'll get 2 before getting smacked down hard from behind by Anthony Brown.
Brought down by number 7, Anthony Brown. Gain of
2-yard pickup to the 37.
It is 2nd and 8.
Clock nearing 3 minutes left to play here in the 4th. Taylor taking the time. Might not be a bad idea to try to hold and try to get this potential game-winning score as close to zeros as possible of how lightning explosive SAU has been tonight. Pocket, chest high snap, reads an option. He'll tuck it in a run and taken down around the waist after a short gain by Sepulveda. 2 yards and it'll be a 3rd down and 6 here for the Trojan offense.
Gain of 2. It is 3rd and 6.
6 of 16 of the Trojans tonight on 3rd down. And a big 3rd down here with 2:25 remaining in the 4th. The Trojans down 4 with the ball. Thomas and Lamb in the backfield with Hockett. Hockett runs the option near side with Thomas. There are 4 defenders there. Thomas lost it, falling in. It bounces out of bounds right before one of 3 fighting B defenders could have fallen on it. Stops the clock with 2:14. The Trojans are going to have to go for it as they lose yardage to where exactly? The 37.
Ball goes out of bounds on the fumble.
Taylor 2 for 2 on 4th down tonight. For any chance to win this one, they're going to have to go 3 for 3. Clock runs with 1:55 to go in the 4th, and Taylor down 4. Taylor needs a big play tonight. They've only had a couple. Hockett drops back to throw, sets his feet, throws across the middle. Caught, 1st down, Ellis. Reaching out to the Taylor 48. 104 seconds left to go, and the Trojans got to hurry to the line. Their 3rd 4th down conversion tonight.
Bryant Sorrente. Gain of 10.
10-yard pickup, and the Taylor offense right back to the line with 98 seconds left to go. Hockett fakes the handoff, rolling right side, faking, now jetting and jittering his way across to the 50. 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Trojans still with all 3 timeouts. 85 seconds left to go in regulation time.
Gain of 3. It is 2nd and 7.
The option offense for the Trojans, not your friend when you're down by 4. But they worn SAU down enough to start getting some chunk runs. One hand snag from Hockett. Throws in the run near side. Wide open is Elman inside the 40, inside the 35. And he takes it to the 33-yard line. A pickup of 17 with 62 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Hockett showing off the arm. 1st and 10 for Taylor from the SAU 13. 57 seconds left to go in the 4th. Taylor needs a touchdown, down 4. Pistol look from Hockett. Thomas in short motion. They bluff the handoff, pitching to Thomas near side. He scored on the last drive. He gets sandwiched here after a gain of a couple to the 30. He got bent backwards. Now he's slow to get back up. And the injury timeout on the field after a gain of 3. That is not what the Trojans wanted to see as Thomas got bent backwards at the waist. 41 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. And Taylor takes their 1st of 3 second half timeouts. We will take it with them. St. Ambrose leading 34-30. Taylor with the ball. 2nd and 6 upcoming from the 29. John Thomas down for injury look right now with Adam Sparks and the Taylor Sports Medicine staff. .42 seconds left to play here in the 4th quarter. St. Ambrose, a 2-win team a year ago, had a couple of tough losses that were tight in the last handful of weeks of the season. Taylor's got the ball down 4, 2nd and 6 from the St. Ambrose 29-yard line. A couple of chunk plays on his drive so far. Taylor needs to add a couple more here and pretty quick. They have 2 timeouts at their disposal as well. Thomas chest high, Hockett chest high snap. Wanted to go to the end zone, rolling near side. He's got to throw it out of bounds. As he had Ellis open for a moment, but then that open window was snuffed away. Clock stops at 37, ticks of the clock to play in a 4-point Taylor deficit. 3rd and 6 from the St. Ambrose 29-yard line.
It is third down.
DRC wide to the right, Sonics into the near side. Ellis is in the L formation in the backfield. Hockett in the pistol, Lamb behind him. Hockett barking out signals, now looks to the near sideline with 12 on the play clock. Taylor needs another chunk play here. Ellis in motion. Hockett trying to dance away from the defender, slip up, falling down. Oh, he pitched it to Ellis, who gets the first down and gets out of bounds. How did Hockett pitch the ball before his knee hit the turf? A Houdini-type move from 13 in purple.
Gain of 7, and that's good for another Taylor.
First down pickup of the 22, a gain of 7 as Hockett pulls a rabbit out of his hat. 29 to go in the 4th. Taylor down by 4, moving from right to left. Night has taken hold here in the city of Upland, Indiana. The bustling metropolis rumbling along on a Saturday night just a few blocks away. Hockett, chest high snap, rolls near side, little dump, wide open, it's going to be Drew Bagley, and the big man rumbles out of bounds after crossing the 15. He got to the 14, a gain of 8, 2nd and 2, with 24 seconds left to play. A good job by Bagley, gets out of bounds and saves those 2 Taylor timeouts. 24 seconds left to go. Taylor going from right to left, trying to come back and win. Down 4. Hockett clicks at the near sideline. A 2nd and 2 from the 14. Taylor with 2 timeouts. Maybe want to give it to Lamb at the middle here. Maybe catch SAU off guard. Ellis in motion. Hockett with the option, circling, trying to find help. He's tackled in the backfield, and a bad play there by Taylor. A loss back to the 18, a loss of 4. And Taylor's got to burn those second timeouts. 16 seconds left. It'll be 3rd and long.
Taylor, their second and a half.
Ellis was in the same space there as D. Hockett. A loss of 5 back to the 19. And it'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Trojans. Down 4 with 17 seconds left and 1 timeout. We're back with the 3rd down play next here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Optimum Performance Sports is proud to be a partner with the Trojans and the Taylor University community. For more information, please visit OptimumPerformanceSports.com. OPS, rethink your learning.
Taylor tonight is 7 of 18 on 3rd downs. They picked up a 4th down earlier on the drive. This is the 12th play of what Taylor hopes is a game-winning drive. 3rd and 7, down 4 from the SAU 19-yard line. Sonicson and Ellis to the near side. The wide man on the boundary side, that's the short side of the field, is DRC. Right hash mark snap as D. Hockett comes into the pistol. Lamb behind him, fakes the handoff and drops straight back, and right before the play can really get going, it is blown dead on a false start by the Trojans. They were clean on the penalty category tonight, but they have been their worst enemy with that here in the 4th. Another crippling penalty by TU. That's just the 4th one on Taylor tonight, but they have come at the absolute worst times here tonight. Move it back to the 24-yard line. And now it's 3rd and 12. Taylor needs to get to the 12-yard line of SAU. Belt high snap, Hockett rolls near side. Lamb gets a nice block. Hockett cuts to the middle, he's got some space. Now in the open field. 10 angling back to the 5. And Hockett scores! Hockett scores with 9 seconds left. And the Trojans regain the lead. 36 to 34. A 24-yard twisting, serpentining run by Damon Hockett. A flag on the field. It might be against the Trojan sideline because they exploded like a kid that got a new bike on Christmas morning. Or could have been a hole on the Hockett run.
After the play, assistant coach Taylor.
So one of the assistant coaches for the Trojans a little bit too excited on the Hockett touchdown. The touchdown counts. That'll be a fun film review for that assistant coach on Monday. We're not going to poke any fingers, but anyone that saw the film, you know who it was. So here's Schultz with a big extra point, trying to make it a 3-point Taylor lead with 9 seconds left as Hockett getting stretched out down below us. Schultz, right foot into the ball. It is up, and it is good. And with 9 seconds left, the Trojans take a 12-play drive and sort of their 45-yard line. It took 3 minutes and 23 seconds, and Damon Hockett twisted and ran from one side of the field to the other and scored from 24 yards out. And Taylor leads by 3 with 9 ticks of the clock left to go.
Touchdown run caps off a 9-play.
12-play drive for the Trojans. It went 65 yards, 3 minutes, 29 seconds. A 4-12 run from Hockett that he scored from 24 yards away. The penalty, though, and now with jump around coming on, this place has come unglued on a Saturday night. Kickoff is all the way back at the 20. Schultz drives it high. It will not be fair caught as A.G. wants to take it himself. He's got a big run on the left side. He's in Taylor territory at the 40, still running far sideline 30, pushed out of bounds at the 25 with just 1 second left.
A.G. on the return.
That's one of the dangers if A.G. didn't house it. He could have run all the time away, but he just stepped out of bounds with 1 second left. Casey, who has been spectacular tonight, will not come out. SAU sends out the field goal unit with Joe Namio, at least for the time being. Saint Ambrose wants a timeout. They've got one left. Is it going to be a potential game-tying field goal, or is it going to be a chuck to the end zone? As of right now, Namio, if he takes it, is from the left hash mark, and it would be a 47 to 48-yard attempt.
St. Francis of Illinois. Other key dates include a home clash with Indiana Wesleyan on
Taylor has dominated first downs tonight, 26 to 13. They've dominated plays, 40 more plays than SAU. But it's been the big plays tonight with the Bees averaging 7.5 per play. So here comes a game-tying field goal attempt from Joe Namio out of the hold of Jake Ackman. It'll be from the left hash mark, and it will be from 30 or from 47 yards away. This to tie the game and send us to overtime. 1 second left after the big return from A.G. The snap, it's low. The kick is up. It is going to be short. It's short, and the Trojans win. The Trojans win 37 to 34. A missed 47-yard field goal by Joe Namino. And the Trojans win 47 to 34 in the season opener here at Turner Stadium in week 0. We'll take a break and come back to the Ivanhoe postgame show next on the Trojan Sports Network.
That completes tonight's season opener as Taylor defeats Saint Ambrose by a final score of 37 to 34. Ladies and gentlemen, with that win, Taylor now has 300 all-time victories in the history of its football program. On behalf of Taylor Athletics and Taylor Football, we thank you for attending tonight's game. The Taylor football team will be back in action.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH, from our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments, in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Huge first win of the season for the Trojans as they come back and erase a late deficit, defeating Saint Ambrose tonight by a final of 37-34. The game-winning play, the 3rd and 12 scamper from the right sideline back to the near and up the middle by Damon Hockett from 24 yards away gives the Trojans a 37-34 lead. And after a huge AKAG kickoff return, it was a short missed field goal from 47 yards away by Joe Nomino with 1 second left that provided the Trojans with the victory here tonight. Lucas Schultz started the game off with a 40-yard field goal. Then Joey Sprinkle found Yemi Ward for one of his 4 touchdown receptions of the night. It was a 7-3 St. Ambrose lead. Dylan Scally then scored from 1 yard away to give Taylor the lead at 10-7. Schultz added his second field goal of the night from 22 yards away to make it 13-7. Then Tom Casey connected with Ward again, this time from 46 yards out. That was at 4:28 left to go in the second quarter. St. Ambrose back in front 14-13. And then it was a Brendan Lamb 1-yard touchdown run. The Trojans regained a 6-point lead at 20-14, and that was the scoring in the first half. Caden King came out. He was phenomenal tonight on the ground for St. Ambrose. He scored on the first drive of the third quarter from 14 yards away. St. Ambrose took a 21-20 lead, and it was back and forth after that. Taylor got to the red zone a couple of times in that first half, but only got a couple of field goals out of it. Lucas Schultz scored with 42 seconds left in the third from 26 yards away on a field goal to make it 23-21. John Thomas gave the Trojans the lead on a 64-yard touchdown run to give the Trojans a lead of 20. Let's see here. Where's my math on this? Yes, it was a 30-27 Taylor lead after the one-play Yemi Ward 76-yard touchdown run to put St. Ambrose up 27-23. It's never going to lose your place in the scoring recap, of course. Then after the Thomas play, 2 plays later, it was Ward, this time from 52 yards out, and St. Ambrose took a 34-30 lead. But a final drive for the Trojans that went 12 plays and eclipsed 65 yards that was capped off with the Damon Hockett 24-yard touchdown run to win it tonight. Taylor had 26 first downs to 13 for St. Ambrose. Taylor rushed for 305 yards tonight on 69 carries. They were 5-1 a year ago when they rushed for over 160 yards in the game. They're 1-0 tonight when they eclipsed 160 here this evening. St. Ambrose rushed for 106 yards on 30 carries. They were better through the air, 255 to 143. With Tom Casey going 7 for 11 for 226 yards and 3 touchdowns. Joey Sprinkle got the start. He was benched after his second interception. Isaiah Grabowskis was 2 for 5 through the air for Taylor for 22 yards. Damon Hockett 7 for 14 for 121. Penalties, big story tonight, 9 for SAU for 70 yards. The Trojans committed 5 for 55, and they had some key penalties late that almost doomed their comeback effort. Taylor was 8 of 19 on 3rd down tonight. St. Ambrose was 4 of 10. The Trojans were 3 for 3 on 4th down, including once in that final game-winning drive. St. Ambrose was 0 for 1 when that was set up, that Ja Thomas touchdown run after Ho Jun-Yoon ripped the ball away on what would have been a touchdown reception. Taylor got to the end zone 7 times. They scored on 4 of them. St. Ambrose got to the red zone twice. They scored once, but they did most of their damage with the big plays tonight and the chunk plays, excuse me, all over the field for the Bees. Ja Thomas rushed for 108 yards tonight on 12 carries. A 64-yard touchdown run was his highlight of the night. 9 carries for Damon Hockett, 24, the biggest one tonight for his game-winning touchdown run. Dylan Scally, 21 totes for 55 yards. Brendan Lamb, 10 carries for 24. Caden King had 20 carries for 98 yards and a score. He was a top rusher tonight. Yemi Ward was the star of the night, though, for either team. 5 catches, 216 yards. That's an average of 43.2 yards per catch. He had 4 touchdowns, including ones for 42, 46, 76, and 52 tonight through the air for SAU. Dakota Sonicson had 3 catches for 31 yards. John Thomas had 1 catch for 56 yards for Taylor. Leading tacklers tonight for both sides. The Trojans led by Avon Jones, who had 12, including 7 solo stops, 9 for Jacob Hockett. Solo sack for Caleb Branza, Alex Schrock, and Jeremiah Mansell, each with a half sack tonight. Michael Robinson had 14 stops, and Rolando Sepulveda had 15 tackles tonight here for St. Ambrose. The Trojans win 37-34 tonight against the Fighting Bees of St. Ambrose. They were on the road for the next 3 contests. They got a tough MSFA Middies game coming up in a week's time, 1 o'clock up in Michigan against Concordia. Then they got back-to-back weeks for the most of September on the road at FCS Butler and Dayton. And they come back here to wrap up the month of September, Saturday, September 23rd, with a 1 o'clock kick against St. Francis Villanova, the 24th ranked team in the country. Last year, Taylor beat Concordia here on this field for one of the biggest wins in Aaron Mingo's time here as the Trojan head coach, as the Taylor football family praying to our left in their normal and regular post-game routine. So the Trojans on the road for the next 3 weeks. We'll see you back here for then back-to-back home games throughout the next 3 weeks. The bye week comes up to wrap up the month of September, and then Taylor kicks off the month of October with a big one against Cross County foe number 5, Indiana Wesleyan. Special thanks to Colin Norman and Mallory Dotson, our fantastic crew tonight. They had to deal with a lot of things going wrong tonight, and they were fantastic. Mallory's first game with us, and probably one that she'll remember forever. We thank you folks for staying with us as well. We know it was a difficult time when we got the stream going. We apologize for all of those issues tonight in our first football broadcast of the season. But Taylor comes away with a 37-34 win thanks to the 24-yard scamper from Damon Hockett, and then a 47-yard field goal missed at the horn by Joe Nomino of St. Ambrose. We would like to again send our well wishes and thoughts to the Wolf family. Lisa Wolf, our friend, passed away from cancer back in the spring. We send our best thoughts to her husband, Greg, who I'm sure was coaching with a heavy heart tonight on the sidelines. His first game coaching without Lisa here with us. And their 3 sons, Brady, Cooper, and Trevor. If you got to know Lisa, as we said there in the 4th quarter, you were lucky. She was an absolute rock star and one of the best of us. She loved Taylor, and I loved her right back. A huge supporter of not just the football team, but also all over Taylor athletics. She had a servant heart, a registered nurse, and they've actually started a scholarship in her name for the soon-to-start nursing program here at Taylor. So if you feel so inclined, we would wish you would donate to that scholarship fund in memory of Lisa Wolf. And again, like we said in the fourth quarter, we are dedicating all of our broadcasts this season to the memory of Lisa Wolf. And again, we send our thoughts to her family, her husband Greg, her sons Brady, Cooper, and Trevor, and the rest of the Wolf family and her side of her family as well. Lisa would have been proud tonight. She would have been screaming her heart out as she watched Damon Hockett score from 24 yards away. Final score tonight is Taylor 37 and Saint Ambrose 34. We'll talk to you in 3 weeks for more Taylor football. But we got you covered with more Taylor athletics. That comes up with a doubleheader of soccer coming up on Wednesday at 4 and 6 o'clock or somewhere around there here on Wednesday from Turner Stadium. So we'll talk to you then or in 3 weeks for Taylor football. We say goodnight from the rustling metropolis that is Upland, Indiana. Final score tonight from Turner Stadium was Taylor 37 and Saint Ambrose 34. The Trojans start the season with a victory in week 0, and they're on the road next week at Concordia. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and we thank you so much as well for staying with us through our technical issues to start the broadcast. This has been a presentation of Taylor Football on the Trojan Sports Network. Good night from Upland, Indiana.
Proceeding has been a presentation of the Trojan Sports Network.